Ciao comrades, hola compañeros. Welcome, pleasure to have you here. Today we are looking at this thing. What is it? It is a Goovis Art, personal extended viewer as they call it, or rather head-mounted display. Or I see it as a portable monitor that's mounted on your face. And all you need is one USB-C and you can either play games, watch movies or control a drone. These are not virtual reality or augmented reality. It's just a tiny micro OLED screens in front of your eyes. And its main benefit among the crisp screens is the unobstructed view of your surrounding. When I wear it, I can clearly see around me. And its main disadvantage is the hefty price tag, of course. So let's look at it in closer detail. Usually I do not review this kind of modern technologies besides e-bikes, but this device caught my attention. Thanks to Goovis for sending it over for a review, but as always all opinions are my own. In the box is a device itself, manual, cleaning cloth, USB-C cable and a quality bag that you can pack it all in. This is the basic package, the cheapest option. Then you can get also some extras like this zero pressure headband, and I have also this power bank / Type-C hub. Let's look at all the ports. Here is a USB-C for video input. Other side is headphone jack for earphones. Here are the speakers. Here we have brightness plus minus, 2D, 3D. For 3D to work you need special content. And on the left side is volume plus minus and a lock. When you lock it, you cannot adjust the spacing in between your eyes. And from the side we have adjusting of the dioptry, so if you're wearing glasses you can set it up with this one. On the top there is one more hidden USB-C, I think this one is used for accessories. Okay, so first I connected it to my phone. I've just connected the USB-C into the phone and the other side into the glasses, and it was working without any hassle. I've mounted the display on my head and I was watching the video about the latest DS update. The device itself is quite lightweight, it weighs only about 240 grams. There is no built-in battery, so it takes all the power from the phone in this case, and there are also no other internals like CPU or anything like that. On the glasses you can adjust the space between your eyes for the perfect fit, and what's more, you can also wear normal glasses underneath. And on the side you can also adjust dioptries for the perfect image. It did fit my head about okay. I've just set the ideal distance between the eyes. You can move it up and down on your head, but you cannot really move it closer to your face. It's not as immersive, it's quite the opposite of immersive because you still clearly see everything around you. The image quality and the micro OLED screens seems to be of a good quality. They are 1080p resolution each and they say it's like sitting in front of 110-inch virtual screen. There is plenty brightness to the displays, even using it at the broad daylight. You can adjust it on the headset itself. I just kept it all the time on max. And you can see all the other closer specifications of the displays on the screen right now. Next I've connected it to my Retroid Pocket 4 Pro. All I needed was again one USB-C cable and I could enjoy playing some shooters in the forest sitting on a branch. The audio was coming nicely from the upper forehead area and it was of a good quality. At first I had problems figuring out whether it's coming from Retroid Pocket or from the glasses, but it was coming from the glasses. Overall experience was okay. The edges were not blurred, but when I wanted to check my health or frame rate, those informations are in the corners. I usually moved my whole head because it was like natural. For the most part I was using just the regular basic headband. Then I've tried also the zero pressure one, and of course it was much more comfortable and stable. Still, even the regular one did a great job, at least for me. Next I connected it to Switch. For this I needed the power bank plus Type-C hub, because Switch cannot output image without being connected to power. So I connected Switch to the power bank with one cable and I connected it to the glasses with the second one. And it worked as expected. I'm not really sure if I would wanna use it like this. Handhelds are pretty usable by themselves. The only benefit being that I didn't need to look down to the screen, but I just rather look naturally in front of myself. But not sure if it's natural to have these micro OLEDs in front of my eyes. Last but not least, I've tried HDMI device, and what better device to use than my beloved PSTV. I wasn't able to use PS Vita because I can only stream it to the PC, but with PSTV it is possible because there is an HDMI out. So I've connected HDMI from PSTV to the USB-C adapter. This adapter needs power too, and then I connected it to the glasses, and it worked normally. You can connect like this anything else via HDMI out, PlayStation, Xbox, PC, whatever you like. Okay, now to my final thoughts. This device works as advertised. The image quality is decent, it's comfortable, it's lightweight, however it is so expensive. As you can see, for base model they are asking 426 British pounds, which is quite a lot for this kind of device. I personally wouldn't buy it because I don't have a real use for it. It might be good for some people with really specific needs and they might be willing to pay this kind of money for it. However, for general population, it's not really useful in my opinion. Recently I was talking with my cousin about normal portable monitors, and our conclusion was that they are also only useful for a specific group of people. And even then, they're not gonna use it as often. But at least they are quite affordable nowadays, unlike this device, which is really expensive. So for me, this device is not worth it. What do you think? Would you find a use for it? If you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, join. Thanks to you for watching. Thanks to all of my joiners and Patreons for their support. It's greatly appreciated. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.